Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News, and we have a question everyone's asking. Why was the Canadian flag blurred at the premiere of Joey's season of The Bachelor? Well, look, I thought it was kind of a joke as gags happen on the show, but now there's actually some folks saying there's some copyright laws over there in our northern neighbors. Well, we'll discuss all of this. Do me a solid, follow me on Instagram, and also Bachelor Rush Hour, the afternoon podcast. I'll have that info after this. I always have unique and interesting things going on the podcast. Very different from YouTube. So if you want to give us a shot, go check it out. I actually included this QR code. So all you do is you take your phone, you open it up to the camera, wherever the hell the camera is, and then you just scan it over this. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it pops it up. I'm going to scan it on my end. Oh, and will I be damned. There it is. Right there. It pops up. It works, folks. Just hit that scan button if you want to subscribe to the podcast. All right, let's get into it. Why did The Bachelor blur the Canadian flag? Maria Georges' arrival, gift censored. Of course, Maria Georges, our favorite on the show. Let's see, here she is on Instagram. Look, we like somebody who's got a good sense of humor. She's Canadian. We like humor and eyebrows. There's a humor plus eyebrows coefficient equals success on the show. Doesn't mean she'll win. My guess is she'll do well enough that she'll be a staple on Bachelor in Paradise. Maybe like slight villain edit because she's got humor because she's Canadian and the evangelicals don't know what to do with humor. But either way, don't get all mad, evangelicals. Just have a laugh. If you get mad, it proves my point. Well, you do know we do like to take humor seriously. All right, chill out. All right, so let's get into it. Here's the story. The Bachelor Season 28 kicked off Monday night, and lead Joey met 32 women, the biggest starting contestant pool in the show's history. As is tradition, many women arrived at the mansion with a gimmick to give Joey something to remember them by. One woman pulled up in a go-kart. Another contestant beat Joey in a race shotgunning beers. One contestant even made orgasm sounds in the limo, which turned out to be hitting the tennis ball sounds, which is essentially the same grunt. But one contestant's small souvenir for her potential future husband caught the internet's attention, a miniature Canadian flag that was censored. Maria Georges, a 29-year-old executive assistant from Ontario, stepped out of the limo with a small Canadian flag in hand to give him a piece of her home. So why was it blurred out? Bachelor Frantic said, "What did Canada do to the Bachelor people to deserve censorship?" Why was the Canadian flag blurred out of The Bachelor? According to the Canadian government website, the national flag of Canada is protected by trademark laws and unauthorized for commercial use. First of all, that's BS because commercial use doesn't mean showing it on a TV show. It would mean, selling Canadian maple syrup with the Canadian, you know what I mean? By the way, Canadian maple syrup, great. Canadian bacon, also good. Not as good as American bacon, just different, that's all. No person shall adopt in connection with a business as a trademark or otherwise any mark consisting of or nearly resembling as to be likely to be mistaken for the arms, crest, or flag adopted, the Trademarks Act read. Some organizations can apply to fly the Canadian flag, but ABC did not immediately respond to requests. Now again, this is called clickbait. It's called they added an unnecessary censor. It's like if they bleeped out a non-bleeped word. It's just, it makes people wonder and gets the internet talking. All right, but we do have 3 contestants from Canada as is part of the Canadian/American Can-Am Bachelor Treaty. You guys might not be aware of this, but in 2007, there was a treaty signed by Bachelor producers that they would allow 5% to 10% of the cast members to be from Canada. I made that up. But either way, I think it's good to have. Now, why she didn't go on the Canadian version of The Bachelor, I don't know. Maybe she's too good for the Canadians. Viewers may have also noticed that there were a few people from Canada who arrived on night 1. All right, we already showed Maria. Then there was Krissa, 26, a marketing director from British Columbia. Nat, 26, a nurse and professor from Sudbury, Canada. However, just 2 remain as Nat did not receive a rose and went home on the first night. So here we have Krissa right there. right? And then we have Nat somewhere. Reality TV Basura posted this. Did they have extra visas at ABC? Why is everyone from Canada? Well, maybe, I don't know, they want to introduce a Canadian way of life. Maybe we should take some Canadian ethics. How about a Canadian group date? Maybe Joey should do a 2-on-1. Just let the Canadians battle it out for top Canadian of the show. Either way, that's where they stand. Look, let's see if I can pull this up. I've got somewhere. No, that's not it here. No, there's Maria kissing Joey on night 1. She proudly said, "I will not kiss this man. He has kissed too many women. I will play hard to get." And then what does she do? She smooches away. And then Joey, playing it safe, gropes her calf muscle. He felt up a shin. This could be a good Schick commercial, triple blade technology for when a bachelor is groping your calves. Make sure they're as smooth as a baby's bottom, or don't. Be hairy. What do I care? Do whatever you want. Okay, here it is. Use of the national flag of Canada in the stylized 11-point maple leaf. I guess what they could have done is they could have used a 10-point maple leaf, but not an 11-point. Let's count the points here let's count the points here. I guess we can. It's blurred out. Where's a normal maple leaf? Let's maple leaf flag. Let's just see here. I want to make sure there is a full 11 points. If I had to guess, I would have never thought there were that many points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of here. Hold on, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's 11. All right, it adds up. So if I wanted to make one, now hold on. If I wanted to say save image, let's do this. I'm gonna show you guys what we could have done here. If I wanted to have taken this image and put it on my Photoshop here, let me slide it to the front. What I could have done was, if you go into the image and add a new layer, I'm just showing you guys right now. This is what we do on Work with Dave here. If I add a new layer, I'm able to maybe make a 13th point, and then if we just choose this color here for the layer, let's just add let's do this. Without them knowing, let's just add another point in here, right? So we have this point, but so that smooths, and let's just add, hold on, I'm in the wrong one. Give me a chance, folks. I'm going to make this work. Let's just do this. Let's just subtly add another point right there. And then we can just, we can just put this point in here. And then it looks like the points, maybe I'm doing this wrong here, but it looks like that will be subtle enough. And then we'll add like a little bit of a darker tone for the outside. And let's just make this even smaller here. So for the outside, we'll just do this little darker tone as they seems to have it there. I think we did it. There it is, folks. There it is. That's the Dave. It looks like a dick. It looks like it's peeing. That's the Dave Neal 12-point Canadian flag there. I hope you enjoy. I mean, look, am I a Photoshop genius? For some podcaster, I'm doing all right, which reminds me, I wanted to shout out some of the folks that we have in our community here. Let's see if I can get them up here. I've got some members on our Instagram that are flouting, shall I say, the different... there's Serene Burke Russell. Holy hell. Close your eyes. Here it is. We've got several members of Bachelor Nation sharing. Here's Louise here sharing her new merchandise. Proud fan of Dave Neal, some podcaster. Look, I told you I was gonna delete this last week, but this is your last chance if you do want to go to the merchandise shop. Link below, linktree.com/Dave Neal. If you want to buy some of that merch, you can get it right there. All right, we'll be back on Patreon in a little bit. They're setting up the internet right now. We'll be back after this.